between a rock and a hard place. Growing up, we were a small, poor family. My mom worked 3 jobs and my father verbally and physically abused us. Me, who is currently a 35M, my older brother 39, and my oldest brother 43. All our lives treated like shit and told things like useless and failed abortions. My oldest brother, unfortunately, is a raging alcoholic and heavy drug user who cannot function sober at all. My older brother, who just isn't all there and doesn't seem to understand that at some point you have to take responsibility for your actions and seems to think nothing is his fault. And me, who suffers from severe anxiety, which only started to get my shit together 10 years ago. Up until I was 23, I couldn't hold a job, nor did I try, and my girlfriend basically took care of me, who was a single mother. But anyways, to the point my parents basically neglected us most of our lives, and my father treat us like shit and made us feel unwanted, in which only in the last 10 years started to act more like the father we needed, but still has occasional outbursts. I distance myself from my family and try to keep my distance, because every time I'm with them it's usually arguments and fights and never ends well. They reach out for me to come around, but I always make excuses to not be around them. The years of emotional damage just to this day still rings in my head. 3 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer and still fighting through it. Chemo and all, it's been a rough ride. I love my mother, she tried, and I don't feel she deserves the pain that she is feeling. But recently, as of last week, my father was admitted into the hospital for a fib heart, or however you would word that, and a growth in his esophagus. They did a biopsy and discovered he has cancer also. Why do I feel more shittier now finding out about him than I did when I found out about my mother? Am I a bad person for not wanting to be around my parents or my brothers? I just feel so guilty all the time, but I don't know how I should feel.